Hey guys, so it is the 26th of August and I have decided to do something a little bit different with my channel. Not completely, don't worry. Once in a while I'm going to wear these ugly glasses. I decided that I wanted to see what I would look like in glasses, and ugly glasses, and I look awful. And I can't even see myself actually in this, my camera, like, I can see myself in the camera, so every time I make videos, I try to, unless I'm like looking away for the most part, I usually try to have my best angles, but I can't even see what the best angle in these would be. They're hideous. So, but yeah, not knocking anyone that wears glasses. I don't even notice when people have glasses on, but I look horrible in them. So, and I'm also going to talk about the book that I'm writing, which is my memoir, and some of the books that I've read and am reading, because I need to start reading more to kind of, I have my own writing style, which I guess if you watch the funeral video, that's kind of like how I write, but I haven't ever put it all together, so I need to kind of just, kind of read a little more. Plus, it doesn't hurt to read. I love reading. I don't know why I haven't been doing it more lately. Probably because it's like staring at more stuff that I do at work, but I do love reading. So, I also wanted to share, I'll make another video about it too, but, so, oh gosh, it's been, I don't know how long it's been. I met the coolest, nicest girl on this website where they make glass. They use ashes usually and put it into glass and make, like all sorts of cool jewelry and stuff. And well, I couldn't use Jim's ashes because he didn't, he wanted them all spread. So I was like, okay, because with my baby, I have the ashes and the infinity thing. So initially I wanted to do that, but I was like, okay, I've got to get creative. So I've got fingerprint, doing a little bit of blood in the butterfly. People think that's weird. Whatever. No one said it's weird, but if you do think it's weird, that's great. I don't. I miss my brother, and it makes me feel like he will be closer to my heart. But anyways, so they gave us pretty much everything that they could to do little memorial things, and one of them was his hair. So I asked this website if they would be able to do hair, because I had contacted a different guy that worked with ashes and did glass blowing beads, because I wanted one for my Pandora bracelet, and he said that he did not work with hair, and I was like, okay, I mean, I know it's not, it's going to burn up, so, but basically, they said that they would do it, and I talked to, in depth, they, watched the video, Gemini's gibberish video, all sorts of things, so it's like got his personality in it, and the hair burns up, but shockingly enough, you can actually see. She was able to get it around, and you can see someone's hair. So it's this blue bead. His favorite color was blue, and then there's also sparkles on there, but you see a little bit of brown. That is his hair. I thought that was like so cool. So that came today, I think. Might have come yesterday. I was at my boyfriend's house yesterday, though. So, So, the memoir that I'm writing is, and it's going to be a lot about Jim and just, stories with him and everything, but also, you know, touching on mental illness and what he went through and my experience with mental illness, because we had, have had, whatever, the same conditions except for bipolar. He had bipolar. I do not have bipolar. I have severe depression. But we both had anxiety and panic disorder, some touches of borderline personality disorder, and then I had PTSD, and, oh God, I was anorexic for a while, well, like 10 years, 12 years, something like that, so just a lot of different things. So I'm going to go through all the stories. Oh, and I was addicted to meth because of the anorexia for 5 years, which it's past 12 now, but August 26th is now my 8 years off of meth, which is pretty cool since it's more than the amount of time I was on it. I never thought I would get off it. I actually had a very, very serious suicide attempt and lost 40% of my hearing, and took 30 methadone pills, which I had saved up from my meth dealer. Completely polar opposite drugs, but I knew that an overdose would kill me, and so I took that and had some sort of alcohol, and before all that I took something to make sure I wouldn't throw up, some sort of prescription nausea medicine, promethazine. And, yeah, it was pretty all planned out there, and, my boyfriend at the time, I forgot, he took my, garage door opener. I had an apartment with a garage, so anyways, he came in, he was going in and out all day, and it looked like I was sleeping on the couch, but then he realized that I was turning blue after like 8 hours. So anyways, I was intubated for like 6 days. They didn't know if I was gonna live, and they didn't know if I was gonna be brain dead, and anyways, so I'll be writing about that and just all of those types of things, and then also how I overcame a lot of that. So and then I'm hoping that the foundation for Jim with the book will come together so that once I publish it, it will bring funding and more, I guess, media attention towards the foundation. So that is the goal with that. How long is my right now? Okay. Oh, I can see myself now. Dear God. Yeah, books. So this is a book that I read. I'm not finished with it yet, but I am very into Game of Thrones, and I am obsessed with Daenerys Targaryen, and I would like to I've always wanted to name my daughter Madison, which if I have a daughter, I probably will, but I've been thinking that I would also like to name one of my daughters, if I have more than one, Daenerys, because I think it's just such a cool name. So, anyways, this is the world of ice and fire, and if you are Game of Thrones fans, you know that that's what the books are called, and I haven't actually read the series of books, but the HBO series is now past the books, so I am a very huge fan of this. I started watching, actually, not this last July, but the July before that, and I watched 4 seasons in like a week. It was crazy. So, but I told my boyfriend that that it'd be cool to see a map of Westeros, because I just was curious what it looked like, and, of course you can Google that and everything, but he found these books and got us each one, which is really cool. And it's like the prequel to all of everything, and so it goes through just everything before how Westeros, would be. Whoa. I'm balancing this on a branch or a plant, so bear with me. Oops. There we go. Anyway, so this book is awesome. Any Game of Thrones fans, highly recommend it. It is so cool. You just learn so much about the families, how they all came to be, and dragons, and just pretty much everything that you see or have read about in the books. Like, it's all before that and everything, and it's so cool. And they have really beautiful maps, and if it was a real world, which it is to me, it'd be so cool. It'd just be awesome. Take forever to get anywhere, but unless you're flying on a dragon. So, I highly recommend this book. Great book. Some of my other favorite books in the past, let's see, oh my god, this was tough. Wasted by Maria Hornbacher or something. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's about anorexia. It's really good. If you are anorexic, do not read it because it's very triggering. And let's see, Prozac Nation's a great one. Kind of talks about more people are familiar with the movie with Christina Ricci, but it's about depression. This girl is in Harvard and has really bad depression. It's kind of back when they didn't quite understand it that well, and love that one. Let's see, the more recent books I read. I'm actually reading the Holly Madison book right now, which is interesting. I've read Kendra Wilkinson's book a while back, and that was interesting. This one is a little bit more detailed and everything, but let's see. Oh my god, I've read so many good books. It's been so long since I really was reading a lot, but obviously the Hunger Games trilogy was wonderful. I read that in rehab, all of those in rehab before everyone knew about them, which was cool. And then, what else did I read when I was in rehab? I read, actually, it was a way better book than a movie, Heaven is for Real. My grandma sent that one to me while I was in rehab, and I was like, eh. But then I read it, and I was like, it was really, really good. Let's see, what else? Jodie Sweetin's book. I used to always be mistaken for Jodie Sweetin when I was a little girl. Full House, Stephanie. And I would totally go with it. I'd be like, yeah, I am. Like, even in elementary school, somehow kids actually thought that I was her. So I just roll with that, but her book was really, really good too. It's called Unsweetened, and it's about how she got into meth and everything, and she had some eating disorder problems, not quite as bad as Mary-Kate Olsen, who, that's kind of how I ended up going to rehab in the first place, but Jodie Sweetin, I really related to that book a lot. Partially because I was always mistaken for her, but I thought it was pretty interesting that we both kind of went down the same path. She has kids now and everything, so obviously I don't, but we're getting close to time, so it's been a great talk, and I love you guys, and always, I love you, Jim, and I miss you so much. Alright, bye everyone.